Ha pa pa ta ta pa pa. Ha pa pa ta ta pa pa. Ndakatiku. Ukati koto koto hitakopi.
Like that.
Well, who?
Hey. Excuse me. You're the sheriff, right? Just to let you know, we had some people
I'm
fall
the
out of the
marshal.
sky. They're currently in medical.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to hear what they saw.
Well, they can't answer questions until they get patched up.
Yeah, obviously, I'm not gonna have them spill their guts as they're spilling the guts.
Uh-huh.
No, that seems like a perfect time.
What
to do
happened
that.
specifically?
People fell out of the sky, and they're really injured, so we took them to medical.
Lovely.
Yeah, it was there was
People
Chip,
fall out of the sky,
the
have enough?
giant lady whose name I don't know with all the black gear. I don't know her name. I couldn't see who else was in
The
there.
one in the black gear is Sarah.
Oh, Seraph.
What
small
big
one.
tall lady is Sarah?
No, the small one.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say,
the
I don't know the
caddies.
name of the big tall lady.
No, the
I know who
big
Sarah
one, I
is.
have no fucking clue. I've heard have several names already, but
Hmm.
I didn't even know they had a name.
Oh.
They just kind of grunt.
Yeah, there's kind of grunt.
well, exactly that.
What's up?
Crew that got sent to DC kind
So
of
they
dropped out of
fell-
the sky in the middle of town.
hat?
Sounds quite uncomfortable.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
I think if we're talking about the one with the
would
wide
be,
brim hat,
I'm
I couldn't have just
assuming.
called him Bruiser.
I'm gonna call them Growler until they give me a name. Because that's what they do. They growl.
I heard whale noises.
Does that count like the second floor thing? You have to find them for that.
No.
This isn't
They
them
fell
jumping
from the
off the
sky.
same
I
floor.
think that
randomly
bypasses that law
jumping.
a little bit, yeah.
That is even worse. It was even higher.
Okay, but they didn't purposefully do it, and two, just appeared. Like they didn't exactly have much control.
It wasn't by choice.
I don't even think this falls into loopholes.
Yeah.
I don't know how Chip was hurt. He
happened.
poofs into ash whenever the fuck he wants, so I don't know why he didn't just
No
do that.
idea, but apparently he fell too, I guess.
I don't know. He has no problem filling my hair full of ash, so I don't know why he didn't do that.
I have
Alright.
no idea.
Sarah in there?
She's currently being tended to. There are injured people in there.
Yeah, they can tend to her wounds, not her cybernetics.
Listen.
Okay, well she's a cybernetics person, I guess. But she doesn't have a license. I
Well,
don't think.
at the end
Marshall,
of
if I may.
At the end of the day, they should be asking permission before just running into our clinic. Okay.
With permission, I'd like to examine their entry point for a rift.
What a lovely start to the day, huh, guys?
Yeah, I'm gonna have a walk.
Is this normal?
It's okay, Goop. It's okay. They'll be all right. They'll be okay.
No, it's not normal for people to fall out of the sky.
Yeah, it's not normal.
It'll be okay.
What's the matter with you?
It's normal for goblins to fall off the roof, but not people fall out of the sky.
My point.
There's always weird things happening around the metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
Gets old.
Also, there's a lot of rifts opening in places that.
This is relatively tame in comparison to a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel. Your stone should work if you do want to be on duty today. So
Yeah, she's telling you to get in our funny magic column.
well, if she wants to be on duty today.
Thought I was. See, I am in comms.
Yeah, there you go then. Perfect.
I have news.
What?
What's that?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Caught
sorry.
a brief glimpse of or at least I was able to detect something. Whatever spatial dissonance formed that dropped in here, it persisted for. Let's see here. Time it took to get them in the hospital. Me to head back. At least 10 minutes. Less than
Hey.
that, 5. It was like a roof had formed over our heads.
Oh, thank you.
We'll have to make a no-fly zone after these expeditions
That's
upon return.
already a no-fly zone.
Goop goop.
I mean, even for local transit. I do not know if it's two-way or not.
Local flying is there. Other than
We do
the
have an
airships, that's
airport.
about it.
No. We
Yeah.
have airships that are at the edge of town. They are not in the town's airspace.
It should be fine.
That's
just don't worry
besides the
about it.
point. The fact of the matter,
The rift
Alright.
is there. I don't know if it's two-way, and I don't want to risk it.
I'll go.
No.
it's gone now. but
Well,
definitely for a brief period of
Well,
time.
if
Why
it's
be so overcautious?
The fact that it lingered for so long. It was distorted, different.
It just means there's an intelligence behind it.
Maybe.
Can't believe you've done this.
But we'll definitely need to have the airspace over our heads analyzed to make with more specific equipment to make sure nothing is residual and make sure we don't have a latent rift hanging over our heads.
By the way, should I address you as Minister or as Ferris?
Because if it grows,
we'll talk to
especially
them
center point
and
where
we'll
it
see
is.
if it was one of them.
Mr. Ferris.
Balinor.
Right.
For just the briefest of moments, a fraction of a second, you see your son in your mind's eye, bloodied, holding his arm, definite gunshot wound,
Yeah.
and then it's gone. But
But at
That was the
least
younger version.
Orange Camp made me know security in the bar, so at least I have something
It's
to do.
going well. I thought I was not going to need that.
Are you sure? You're a healer. You do heal
Hmm.
people in the bar, but
Yeah, but
Looks
sometimes
up.
people got recovered
alright.
or they refuse service.
Okay.
Interesting.
So are they like done tending to them in there? Like, can they have visitors? Like, what do you think?
I would say wait until the acting doctor
And
is
anything new regarding
so.
those happenings?
Oh.
not yet. We're just
I'm gonna go walking
preparing
around, make sure everybody's
to
behaving.
go.
Alright.
I do wish you luck. Yeah, I do wish you luck with that planning.
Thank you.
It does take a lot of work to plan a party.
Oh, you handled it quite fine, I believe.
Oh,
Your vitals appear to have stabilized, Miss Maribel, though I would likewise suggest a moderate amount of rest to ensure that nothing reopens, even if they are sealed medically. You can either remain here for the evening, or you can make your way home.
Connected to an external body from while I'm being worked on. I can fill you in on things.
Yes.
I'm gonna be here at 12 hours.
People are watching. I was watching this.
Oh, so Maribel is in
what's
there.
called Robocop. He fucking died,
Yes.
but they make him work anyway.
She had a plasma
Okay.
gut wound.
Ferris, would you like to hear the news of all of this?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Come with me.
That's what that is.
Well, don't need to stand around.
She is
here,
moving
I guess.
around, so
Hey, all I can do is wait.
So we followed in through the pings and all that. Right. Actually, let's go somewhere a little. Let's see one of the rooms up here.
Usually she toughs through a lot of injuries.
I might space out here every now and then because I am currently being operated on as we speak. But so we went over to we're following those pings with all of this going on. Went back towards the city, and we were pulled in a lot sooner than we were before. Ended up right outside a mall. Tallulah Mall, I believe. It was a mall that's in the city.
Okay.
And it was a weird. Remember how we saw through that anchor the two different?
Yeah.
We believe it was a similar case there. Because when we first walked in, there were people. We got pulled back to about December this time around. And as we were walking up to the mall, it was active. People were leaving. Like the city was, all up and going back. It's 2022. It was.
Yeah.
City was active. People were leaving the mall. The mall was closing. The minute we stepped in to the mall doors, the doors kind of just bolted shut behind us. Everything warped, and it was all dilapidated. Walked through. Oddly enough, the shades were pointing us in directions to go. And they were very creepy, the mall was a mess, there was blood. The pet store looked like it had been ransacked, there's blood, carcasses, things that people looked like they're just taking bites out of. It was a whole mess. But through every corridor between the malls, so like the staff doors, there were mannequins. Where every time we turned to face away from them, they'd move, come try and get us. And the moment we, left that area, they stopped. Like they'd hit at the door, but then not move. Eventually, we reached, I'm assuming, the center of the mall. Bastic's lawyer, I can't remember her name.
Tallulah.
Maribel?
She was there along with someone beside her. I don't know who. Talked about how we were we're like murderers. We've been like rummaging through graveyards, like grave robbing, murdering people, and pictures, videos of us doing that when we haven't. And the only times we really actively fired, especially in that mall, is just before we reached that center. We had these like inky, goopy like creatures charging us. And that's when we'd fire back. So they call it, she said that, the only troublemakers are, them, and the leader of the Six is not very happy with us. And I can only assume I know who that is. Then police came in, fired us. And we had, we sat there, we fought back for a while, and there was do you remember Hound's old body? The big, metallic,
Yeah,
that was there. I don't know if that was Hound or not, or if it was them. But they were there. Obviously fighting us. We pushed through, we got through that done. And then we ended up in the district that had the bar and Blackstone Guild. Walked into the bar. There was a bartender, white hair, antlers. I don't think I ever got her name. And we heard both Gabumon and Bastic in the back somewhere. They were doing something. Gabumon was looking for his hat. I think Bastic was helping. Something. And they said, since you guys came in, armed to the teeth, basically, we went up to, there was also a video, just before we left the mall, there was a cinema, which was the only cinema that was actually, the only thing in there that actually had lights and all that on. A working cinema. We walked in, we actually had to get tickets at some point to go through. Went in, and this video played. Same thing, while you're here, they can see us. We can't see them. And let me show you. The demon, or something along those lines. I have a video recording, I have to go back through it, and it showed this younger woman being surrounded by, I believe it was the police or something, who eventually was just gunned down in the middle of the street by a railing.
What did this woman look like?
Short top, short hair, shorts, I think, if I remember right.
What color was her hair?
was black and white. I couldn't tell. I couldn't quite make out. The video was very black and white. And then, towards the very end of that video, was a child, which Maribel said was a son. Red hair, but small. And the video ended with the camera panning up, color only coming back to them, and they simply pointed towards the exit. And then the projector basically rolls out of the ground, and this fight started. Something about he is starting to what were the exact words? Something about that he's aware and he's starting to realize. But the whole they can see you, let me help you see them. Kinda, that was like the general gist of that video. If I'm putting words like the correct things together. I have a recording of the video. I'll share it off whenever I'm not in surgery.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, we went to the bar, we left, went into the old guild house, Blackstone Guild, which was empty. Not a single person there. We rummaged around, we found, a list of old names of the guild members, including, Maribel's son being there. There was medical records of him, where apparently he was shot, and some other injuries at the age of 7. And he was listed as an initiate.
So, because we never saw him until the Flying City.
According to medical records, at the age of 7. And he had bullet wounds to the sides, both ears like ripped at the top or something. Maribel was reading through that. And I found a psych file on Bastic, which mentioned that he's been showing very little empathy as of late. That was on the medical record, the psych report. Lately, he's been showing very little empathy towards people.
If this is at the time that I think it is, there's a reason for that.
We found, as we were leaving, we found the server room, which Rin is very good at booby trapping the things for people who don't need to be there.
Yeah.
The moment I turned on the computer, the fucking tower, the electronics just went bang. I didn't know that he did, and Maribel mentioned that a little bit too late. Otherwise, I would have been able to try to.
Yeah, he booby trapped.
So as we were leaving, there was a do you know of a sort of crazy doctor that wanted to push machinery through? Something about pushing robots and like attacking the city or something?
Neos,
yes. Yeah, his robot units attacked while we were there. One bigger, like silver armored one, and a more thinner, like white robot attacked us, along with the smaller regular combat units.
Yeah, I never got involved with that back then, but I know about it.
But that was
DM
what was
note
happening.
for Sarah. There's one more thing you saw in the server room, specifically on Goblumon's desk. The picture and tablet.
Right, so I'm gonna pull out a picture if you want to describe what it is, Gabu. I'm just gonna project it up because I actually have that here. Be easier.
Okay. So, DM note for Ferris. You would immediately recognize both of these people. You see Sakura and Amy posing for a picture in the Nook, looking happy. And in the bottom right corner, in Goblumon's penmanship, is the phrase, "Never again."
This was in a photo lab that we found, like a photo developing store in the mall, and in the tablet in the guild. Do you know anything about this? It's very concerning, considering that's Gablemon's handwriting.
There was a time Sakura went there and got shot. I believe Amy was there at that time as well, but I wasn't really paying attention to that. Gotta be that. The divergent. Divergent timeline. It's got to be to do with divergent timeline.
Something is weird. Because while we were in the mall, we heard people moving around, walking as if they were there, but there was no one around. Just after that fight, the city police came in, and then attacked us. And then that's just after that, and we were all injured, kind of resting on the ground. After that is when you saw us appear. It was a big shift, and then we were just forcefully pushed out, and we ended up here of all places instead of where we were before. Did I show you what I found looking over the city on my ship?
Yeah, you said it was
The
basically
sheen.
just covered.
Yes.
Yeah. What if the Bastic's lack of empathy that was mentioned in the medical records was related to what sounds like the supposed death of Sakura and Amy? So that could be it. He's Lord of the Six. So that he's seen you. So maybe if we're working on like a divergent timeline theory.
Would this be a situation where she died, or is it just a situation that happened where
Never
Gabumon
again
wasn't happy
leads me to think.
Bun
it might be
is
they died.
lost.
I'm just guessing.
She's just lost right now.
to tell.
This is conversation of things that she does not know or fucking understand.
What? Again, I'm gonna crazy fairy craft here. What if this other Bastic is the one that's behind all this? And is because there's delay lines where they're overlapping. They're not like crossing. They are directly on top of each other like a copy. What
really
if?
wouldn't know. It's again. You can throw it out there as a possibility, but we can never know until we can figure out past that sheen.
No, I'm just trying to think what.
Because we were pulled in a lot sooner than when we did before. Like the last time we were pulled in, I went in a lot further. This time was very quick. And compared to last time where we were thrown out exactly where we were thrown out in the middle of the city. Something didn't want us there, or
You're finding
some
out
shit
too much.
happened. Probably. And I'm starting to believe that, the files, the videos, the name drop, someone is, I can only believe, trying to help, in a way. Someone is trying to pierce through and guide us in a way.
Stop whatever.
Because everywhere it's sent us is a clue.
Next time I'm going along.
It's fine by me.
I need to see it myself.
Whenever I'm out of surgery, I'll compile my perspective of the video and I'll send it over to people.
Yeah, I need to see as much as possible. When Bastic was behind the bar, how was his demeanor?
We didn't see him.
You didn't see him, you just heard him.
We just heard him in the back. Only person we saw behind the bar was that white-haired with the antlers.
Okay. Did you catch what he said at all?
Gabumon asked where his hat was. He was talking about how he's gonna drive him insane just because of all his questions, and that's about it really. And then it went quiet from there. It wasn't anything specific or anything, just general talk. I didn't get a chance to look over his office in the guild because the power went out. Because for safety, I locked the door from people getting in because there was a specific guard that was following us around, an officer, and I didn't want them walking in while we were, behind the counter in places we shouldn't be.
No, yeah.
But yeah, that was the long and short of everything.
Okay. If you can get the video compiled and send it to me.
I'll get it compiled and sent.
There might be something I recognize.
But the inky creatures are something we haven't faced before. Full ink, the projector that played the video literally rose out of the ground. And any attacks of the body did nothing. It was only the projector head that was where we'd attack it. For it to actually.
Shades?
And whenever it touched you and grabbed you, it tried to absorb.
It's gotta be shades and shades.
The shades were pointing us in directions.
Yeah, but it's a different.
In the right directions.
There's different types of shades. This is maybe a more malevolent kind. You say absorbing, but is it more like it felt like you were getting tired? Did it?
More like
did it feel like you were getting pulled in? Okay, so there's no sort of feeling of getting drained.
I think Chip had more of the effects because he was telling us about it, so he'd be the one to give you the answer for that.
Okay. Alright, well, if you can get me the video and the full report.
Yeah.
And then I can maybe look and something might click when I see something. I did go to that city a few times.
Also found the old schematics of a really well done schematic of a Gabumon shaped ship. Spaceship.
Who built that?
And we found a really old schematic of it, and I've taken a picture of it just.
Did it look like the root?
Yeah. I don't know.
The diamonds have
That's
that.
God. Yeah.
God has left us.
But yeah, no, that was everything, basically.
Alright. Thank you.
I'm gonna go check on the others.
Yeah.
As I know, the projector creature really liked saying "Together Forever." The movie we walked in that we got tickets for was "Together Forever." So.
Strange.
I'll check on the others.
There's Gabumon.
Let's double check. Gabumon?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Gabumon. I'll go check on him.
Is Gabumon okay?
Trying to avoid the bone.
I'm sorry, but did you see that?
Yes, it was in front
I
of
had
me.
questions for Gabu, but where did? Oh, he certainly took off.
We're gonna deal with it. Don't crowd him.
Nope. I see.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
It's you again. Boy? I suppose I am.
We can jump into.
He's still in there.
Come on, come
Are you
on,
alright,
talk,
buddy?
please.
Still no response.
Gammon, do you want some croissants?
The jukebox
Did something happen?
picks a song, and as the record player gets put into place and the needle goes down, an ear-piercing rock band song at full volume blasts through speakers.
Ow, ow, ow.
Seems Gabumon does not want to come out.
Ew.
Want me to talk to him? Or did something happen?
Yeah, talk to him.
Gabu, buddy. Are you alright? Everything good? Pause.
Another song plays. This one a sad one.
Buddy, you need to talk to someone, buddy.
No.
Let's go through something.
What was that?
Sad song just keeps playing.
The last time they came back from these,
You can talk.
Yeah.
You don't even have to walk. I open my...
it affected certain people. And you heard about the picture, so maybe
Receipt printer prints something out. And the receipt, on the printed out the words are, "Is Ferris gone?"
No, but I can take you somewhere else.
At that answer, the rock song starts playing again at full blast.
Give me a moment, buddy. What's going on here?
But keep my ears. We're dealing with things.
He asked if you are gone. As I told him no, it was blasting again. Did you do something?
I didn't do anything. I've been here the whole time.
Okay.
He walked into the city.
Give me a bottle of whiskey, please.
I will try to get him somewhere where I can talk to him, but
Yeah,
I hope it
I'll
works.
just go out and chill.
How will we step outside? Yeah.
Okay. Pause. He went out.
After a few moments,
Yeah, go for it. Should have some in the back.
What's wrong with you? Everything okay?
I don't know.
You don't have to be
No, but-
afraid.
Okay.
That's the thing, though. I don't know why I'm afraid. It's just as soon as I saw Ferris, I felt like I did something wrong, and he wants to kill me. But I don't know what.
Do you want me to speak to him to make sure everything is okay?
I don't know. I don't know.
Gabumon. Gabumon.
For once, this
Take a
isn't
deep breath.
Mushroom?
Close your eyes.
This is all gonna try.
And take slow breaths. Okay?
I don't breathe or blink.
Oh.
He's a digital lizard.
His.
Mushroom? Can you work on calming him down? I tried to speak to Ferris.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, don't worry, buddy. We get that all sorted out.
Okay.
Let's see.
You might want also to take a look at Kaboom.
What were you doing before you came to the city?
I was looking over some schematics that my friend Shoutmon made for the Magitech speakers he was working on, and then for some reason, I felt really, really sad and guilty, and I don't know why. And so I decided to come to Redstone to walk around and maybe clear my head. But then the moment I saw Ferris, I don't know, it's just like I got so scared that he was going to kill me. because I did something wrong, but I don't know what I did.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about, right?
Then why am I so terrified right now?
I don't know.
There's some
I don't know either.
weird things happening, but do you believe he would do something like that? And all the time you've known Ferris, do you believe he would?
I don't know. That's what scares me.
He wouldn't. It would have been. It would have been something incredibly, well, fucked for him to actually want to kill you.
It would be something that I doubt you would ever do.
Exactly.
I need to sit down.
What, here.
In the meantime,
Let's.
we all can look after him a bit, and I gotta go talk
So
to
what are
Ferris.
these designs that you were working on?
Oh, they're not my designs. They're my friend Shoutmon's designs.
2 cups, please.
He's working on a set of Magitech speakers that use wind crystals to make sound.
No.
Give me 2 cups.
I didn't know you could use wind crystals like that.
I'm not alcoholic.
That's basically how voices work in the first place. The air passes through your voice box in your throat, which is a bunch of little tiny tendons, and the vibrations that it causes when it passes through is what makes your voice.
The bar is.
Oh.
That's fine. Here's coffee.
So the
Interesting.
basic idea principle behind the speakers is the same.
They vibrate something? What do they vibrate?
It has something to do with the way
I'd have to double check the blueprints, but
this goes through
Shoutmon was the one working on all the designs for it. He showed me some and the prototype he worked on that was really promising. And we're gonna set it up so that we can start selling economy and premium versions of it in the store. And I told him that since he designed everything, after I get paid for the sale from the materials and wind crystal costs, he gets all the profit beyond that.
I steal.
Yeah.
You know your little angel creature friend? The little one.
Yeah.
Is that how these speaker things usually work?
The tall, scary purple person.
The process is a little different with electronic speakers. I think they use crystals of some kind called quartz or something like that that reverberate the signal coming from the machine to translate it into vocalized sound.
There you are. You broke out of the house
But the point
again.
is vibrations at the end of the day.
Fun. It's okay. I like escape rooms too. It's my nature.
Yeah, but you're a cat.
Is the only musical producing thing we have instruments back home, but the only thing that isn't an instrument is the music box. Or similar things. It plucks metal prongs. That's kind of all we have back where I come from.
Let me introduce you. This is
So, music box.
I'm basically adopted them now.
Yeah.
Basically,
I've seen various things here that can make sounds, and I just don't bother trying to question them.
Yeah.
So they won't make sense to me. I don't know how they work. What other projects have you been helping with or working on?
Yeah, like one of my higher ups, I'm letting you know. I'll be back. I have to go attend
There's
to
the
emergency
Magitech fusion reactor.
Flux is a bit strong. It's a little hard to understand.
Me too, punk.
I think that's going to be beyond my understanding, I'm afraid. I don't even know where that is.
Well, thank you
That's
for
okay. I think I'm starting to feel a little better, but yeah.
I feel like I just woke up.
Do you know if Rin has gotten the cloning machine up again?
I don't know. I'd ask him for you, but he's
You've never had toffee?
not in the talking mood lately because of what happened to Alexia with her coma and everything. So he's sort of keeping his mind occupied with projects.
Oh,
I'm going to give Goblin his time to recover, whatever it is.
Are you hungry, Gabuman?
Just keep chewing. Just keep chewing. It's okay. Just keep chewing. There you go. You got it.
Yes.
Obviously. Doing alright though, buddy?
What are you hungry for?
Aside from whatever happened.
Sticky. It's sticky.
Oh,
We're sorting it.
Yeah.
You know, I like it.
Bacon at Gabumon.
Thanks, Fenrir.
You are flushing a lot.
I think a lot of fucking people have had a lot of shit happen recently.
What'd you say?
How about I get you a chocolate milk?
Gross, but I like it.
I'd like that, Fenrir. Thank you.
Alright. Hey,
I
Oscar,
forgot
come
I'm
here.
joining on the floor.
Yeah.
Come here.
There you go,
I
bro.
love you.
Right.
There's
love you
some
too.
toffee.
Have you been helping Sarah with
You're gonna
that?
go to church? Alright.
Oh, what was it? It was something for the priest. I forget what it was. Something to make it so he couldn't teleport around.
Giant fucking chocolate milk. There you go.
This should be safe as long as
Giant. It's like
Yeah.
fucking.
Stomach size of the black hole.
I am such a weakling with like young people. Like I don't know why I always adopt them and I take.
I'm curious if you make a cup that somehow has
You are father material.
infinite chocolate milk. It could just sit there and. Oh.
Yeah, he has a never-ending cup and a bucket.
Parent material. That's the word.
Put the bacon bucket.
Parental. There you go. I am parental.
Yes, please.
What's going over here? Everything okay?
Yeah, do you still have the Gabumon?
No. Never underestimate the how
Fair enough, I
comfortable
guess.
floor is. The sounds of it, we've all just had a long fucking week.
Yeah, I had an idea some time back when I was trying to think of a way to replace the music box that we have that apparently we borrow or something. And I talked to Ersk about it. So I don't know if it's a possible thing because I have very limited knowledge on magic and whatnot. But at least back home, it's always written and circles and whatnot. And I see that it's kind of similar here too in some cases. But if you write a spell or part of the spell on, say, on a metal prong of a music box, and then when it spins and it plays a certain song, it would pluck them in a certain order and maybe cause something to happen. I don't know if that's something that could be done.
All guards, quick DM note. Some of the security features
Magic's a little
are
above my expertise, but
looking
definitely
at
sounds
a
interesting.
Strange energy source.
He just gives you a
area.
bacon.
Thank you.
Getting a little
I talked with Ferris. There's nothing bad between you two. He still loves you.
Okay.
Can I bring him back in to get going into that thing?
I think I'll be able to handle it. Yes.
Okay.
Gabu. Want some, want some bubbles? Make you feel better?
I have to go check some stuff.
Okay. Yes.
I'm gonna
wanna-
need backup to
you
the
wanna hug
gardens.
before I
Shit's
go,
on
Gabumon?
fire and all dragony. I don't know what's going
Yes,
on.
please.
Please and thank you.
Come here. If you ever need to talk, Appleman, I'm always here.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Everything all right, Marshall?
Here, yes. Garden, no.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna need that backup like now.
Chip's on fire in
please.
the garden.
What? What?
Yeah. Yeah.
My necklace was missed, so I may have to.
Not much I'm gonna be able to do.
During my journey off in training with my shape shifting, I would love to tell you all of them.
Something I was not sure. I did not know it was bad.
Yeah, this is bad. Please leave it to officials at the moment, thank you. How wonderful.
Calm down, buddy. We can get you a medic to have a look at you, alright? Excuse me, could you go get a medic if possible? Can you find one of the doctors? That'd be great. Okay. Come on, Chip. Get a hold of yourself.
Going to lay his hand on your head as he just tries to calm the emotions.
You good now? Oh.
The guy with the red cape was kind of spicy.
Okay, whoa. Sorry about that.
Hold on.
Okay, everyone who's not a civilian, please not be around right now. Okay, everyone's
This
a
is not a
civilian.
show.
Go back.
This is
No,
business.
You're medical, you stay.
No, medic
I
we
said-
need.
I said-
Everyone else can
Yeah,
leave. This isn't
everyone
a
else.
show.
That includes you. You're not a cop or anything, please.
Is it just medical stuff?
Okay.
Though? I know a bit
Just
of mending.
medical. We just need medical stuff, okay? So everyone else, please.
Yes, thank you. We're for I don't know what mending is, but for now we're
You
fine.
are
Thank
not
you.
a medical or guardian, please.
It's not the strongest, but it will do. I mean, if you guys are already having, okay. I mean, you guys seem.
Yeah,
to
we have a medic.
already be taken.
Go back with everyone
Yeah,
else.
we're good
Alright,
for now.
We'll take
I
care of
wouldn't worry.
Chip.
Thank you, though.
alright?
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
We'll take care of Chip.
Oh, that's Isoko. She has a nest out here.
Either way, she understood what I was telling her to do.
Could you
No.
repeat that? The music was.
I think this is the first time I've seen them out and about.
Yeah, they're a bit rare on being out and about. Wonderful.
Do we need to get him back to the clinic at all? Like, is he okay?
I would say yes, get him back to the clinic.
Alright, back to the clinic.
No? Just tell
Like
me.
he's saying, the
I can
body's
tell them.
fine, the mind isn't.
But even if it's just the bind, if we can keep him in the clinic, it keeps him out of public view. I guess would
The
be the right
marshal's correct, I
wording.
guess.
Yeah.
There. His body's fine. He's just
The
having
marshal is correct.
mental, emotion.
Like I said,
trouble.
even so, like if we at least keep him out of public view, like maybe in the clinic, so he can be tended to mentally, I guess.
Chip, you want to go back to the clinic? Go sit on one of the beds.
Yeah, well, we'll get the medics to take care of you and help you with whatever they can, mind magic or what have you. I don't know.
Well, I think cicadas maybe got that covered.
Alright. Let's get you back to the clinic, big guy. Come on.
Yeah, go lay him down in a bed. He's in stable.
Go with him, just in case. Yeah, I call for backup because, like, I don't know if he's gonna go fucking crazy dragon shit, so that's why I call
No,
for
I
backup.
know. But yeah, I'm gonna, once they're in the clinic, I'm gonna speak with you and Lupina. Because
Yeah,
not having a repeat of last time.
gotcha.
There is fine, thank you.
Lupina. And
Yes,
I
Marshal.
made to speak with the two of you real quick about this.
Wait, two of you? Does that mean me too?
Yes, like I said, I needed to talk to you too. That's
Oh, okay, sorry.
just with this.
Misheard.
So, I don't want to repeat the last time that he's been all angry dragon mode, which was several months ago. So I'm probably gonna say that if for some reason he's like that now, I swear he got rid of that previously, but I guess he didn't. I'm probably gonna say he's gonna need to do what Miss 8 is doing, which is have a bracelet on him if he's ever in the city. Because last time he couldn't control that at all, and it's what resulted in Rose having her lovely scar.
Yes. I remember.
So,
mean,
I'm not
I
having
have
that
one
walking
on
through
me.
my streets again.
I'm not sure how under control it is currently. We could just preemptively put one on him for now and see how it is, or we see how it is first, and if it's repressing.
It's up to you, Marshal. What do you want us to do?
Well,
We could just
considering
do
he's
one now and draft
unstable
one up
now,
for it to
I'd
become
prefer to
permanent, if
actually
that's
have
right.
one on him now. Yeah.
Alright, I'll go put it on.
Because unless he can prove that he can control it, I'm gonna have to say that yeah, if he's gonna be in the city, he's gonna have to have one on. Because I'm not having that thing taking control of him on random occasions again, as we dealt with that enough, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deal with it again.
Alright. Shall I go put it on him now then? While we're here?
DS, just be
Okay.
kind with it, I guess you can say.
I'll be diplomatic about
Try
it.
not to
I'll be diplomatic.
Yeah, I don't need things aggravated or you know. If I'll explain it. I'll explain it.
Hey, how's it going?
There
There
it
comes.
Do you not see your staff?
Like fucking RP
They seem to be.
Huh?
figuring
But they
things out of
alright?
character quick.
Okay. I sit my ass down then real quick and relax.
Okay. I do not know if I'm needed.
I mean, if he's not
No.
a danger or anything, he should be okay.
It's just all in its head at this point.
So, Guillaume, quick thing for, I guess, the two of you since you are communicating. I want to put a bracelet on him for the time being, just in case.
Alright. Chip, can I have your
Chip,
wrist, please?
for now, we're
if
just
you don't
gonna
mind?
put a bracelet on you until everything's calmed down. Till we get this sorted.
Can I have your wrist, please, Chip? Alright. Gently grabs, lifts up a little bit. There we go. Bracelet on.
Okay. Thank you, Cicada. We'll leave you to it.
Thanks for the help, sweetheart.
Do you want to stay here?
If he needs me, he will call for me. And let's go
Let me know
speak with someone.
if I'm needed as well. If.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Yeah, just
Is
if
it
he
all
if
you
he
say? How do you
asks
say
for any help or anything, just let me know as well if needed, and I can come with.
I will. I think he's got it under control for now.
Hi, Nikki.
Awesome. Okay.
And I'd like to get a little further away so I
Who?
don't experience what I experienced last time.
Hello, Marshall. So was a person put out?
They're dealing with, I think it's residual from whatever happened earlier, so.
Yeah, it was just so casual. I sat in the bar and suddenly I hear, yeah, there's someone on fire in the garden. Let's go. Mondays.
Yeah. Well, see, it's not the first time he's done that, so it's not really a surprise to me.
So he is basically hazard, a fire hazard.
Kind of. I mean, he poofs into ash all the time, so.
It would be quite annoying for carpet.
It is quite annoying because he keeps
Maybe we
doing
sh-
it when he's behind me and it gets in my hair.
Oh. I can, okay, by your hair, I guess that's very quite annoying.
Yes. Luckily, I have
I mean,
cleaning
for me-
stones, so.
For me, only the cape would be a bit annoying, the rest is easy wash.
Well, I mean, that's easy. You just take the cape off and shake it.
Now this is my
For me,
favorite
I
cape.
can't do
I
that.
wash it with all off per hand. That thing went with me through Diamond City all the way here.
Yeah. But that's
By
being
the way,
sorted out, so.
If you ever short
Yes.
on people and something goes down, I'm willing to help you, and I'm gonna listen to what you say then. Just if you ever have an emergency.
Wonderful. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'll keep it in mind if we have.
I'm just
if we
getting
need
old, that's the
assistance,
problem.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's most people around here don't have that, like this getting old, because they're like entities from hell, sky, water, fire,
Yeah.
nature. Yeah. And basically, I'm a Mandalorian. I'm a guy in a suit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
cool suit,
halfway through my
similar as
life
your armor.
already, so.
Wait, what metal is that?
This, I think it's just steel.
Is it? Oh, don't mind me.
It's
Twinkling. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have,
It's just
maybe,
steel
maybe,
that has Erskine, I think put runes on it to make it lighter for me, but it's nothing special. It's just something I had made.
Maybe I can speak to one of our forge masters. Maybe we can get you Dura steel or Beskar alloy over it. Then the armor would also hold this kind of firearms.
I have, I call it Magisteel. I have some Magisteel armor being made. I forget what I keep it. I think they call it it's like Mithril here. That's what they call it here.
Mithril. I heard that from short girl. How was I called? Midget? No, dwarves.
But
apparently
yeah,
that's quite expensive. You must be.
That's what.
being-
Well, I found somebody. Well, yeah, I found. Well, I found somebody that was willing to go find some, but I mean, other than probably a solid Magisteel blade, this is probably the best that you'd get back home. Which this is, it has a Magisteel core, and then it's forged steel. And then this one is just
We test
silver plated,
something.
considering some of the monsters I end up
Try to
facing.
make a scratch. Yeah, good quality. You made a scratch.
So it's like my sword's the same.
I need to find my shit back eventually.
So you're more of like an assassin.
No, that's just what it is. Well, back home, this isn't my normal rifle. When I first came here, I had my musket. So.
Oh wait, musket was that stuff where you like.
Yes.
What?
Black powder.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's
mean-
standard for back home. We were just starting to get into cased shells. It was just, by starting to get into, I mean, they were just starting development of them.
Okay, and what is that rifle?
This is something I picked up off of a soldier during a war. This is just a single shot rifle.
Oh, so it is basically you don't do the loading thingy anymore? You just go like...
Nah. Yeah, I just open this and I put the shell in.
Ah, okay. So it's basically similar as my thing. You just flip it forward, put something in, put it back.
Yeah. I'm looking at something new, or something better, because considering what we're dealing with currently, I need something that's holds a bit more in the way of ammunition.
You want something like this, like black powder based stuff, or more like pew pew like I have?
Well, the reason I went away from my musket is because it took so long to reload. I mean, comparatively
What
to
if you
this.
automated the reload?
Well, I'm gonna. How do you automate
So you want more
loading
like
a powder patch into a rifle?
So you want more like a magazine kind of thing where you can. Yes, something like that.
Yes.
Well, since you have a
I mean,
magazine, you have a gun.
I need something rifle-wise for it. I was going to get this rifle called a grand. M1 grand, but
an M1 Grand.
yeah, but it was a little too
Ah.
heavy for me, so I'm gonna.
Maybe you can get like adjusted version for your height.
Yeah, just
I
don't think it's
it
gonna
was-
be that hard, to be honest.
Yeah,
Maybe the.
I tried to get
mechanism,
one.
that's it?
I found a really good one, but it was too heavy, so I wouldn't be able to have it. But there is another rifle that I'm gonna look at, trying to get. It's like a VSS, I think it was called.
Okay. I haven't. Let's just check that out. Can you do like this for a second? I'm gonna just so he takes a measurement. Maybe you want something like
Marshall,
a
can you
submachine
meet us in
gun,
front of
something
the
small which can
the
shoot
infirmary,
repeatedly.
please? Yeah, can you meet us in the infirmary, Marshall?
Oh,
Which
like
is
a
not-
AK-47.
No, that's a rifle, like a assault rifle. I'm speaking about something smaller, so you don't have this much of a kick, so you can actually like stable. Yeah, like if you use something
Meet
like
you in
that, you're
front of
gonna
the
go like.
Clinic?
Infirmary, clinic, same thing.
I'm still there.
Okay, thank you. We'll be there in just a moment.
Hey, it's a great jumper. You just
Yeah, maybe-
shoot it
maybe,
on your ground and just yoink.
Something like a submachine gun, maybe something a bit smaller for your height, so you don't have
I
much
had
of a
a
kick.
trench gun,
Oh, that's actually I mean something like that.
but ever since there was a sniper issue in the garden, I brought my rifle out instead, because I needed something with longer range.
I'm here.
Hello.
Marshall, I wish to
Yes?
speak with you and these others a little away from everyone.
Okay. If you'll excuse me, then we can.
Yeah, of course. Here and
Thank you.
We will be placing Chip into solitary confinement.
Oh, damn.
Good.
So
I'm assuming
I'm
it's
going to ask for
the
assistance with
fancy
escorting
cell
just in
that
case.
blocks everything.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Just wanted to double
let's go
check
detain him.
because I don't need him burning down my tower. So, okay.
Alright, let's go.
Well, we're not going to put him in shackles or anything. We're just gonna walk him there.
Yeah, I know.
yeah, imagine you just go like.
Safety precautions, yes.
Excuse me, folks.
Oh yes. What?
Have
And you
some
will
work
get
to do at the moment, so I'll be a little busy.
Yeah, of course. I hope you have a nice shift.
But yes, I'll definitely keep you in mind if we do need assistance with anything in the future.
Perfect.
Chip is totally in my arms. Totally. He's totally here. Totally. Oh, hello.
Totally. Just holding him like a princess.
I see you were called.
I have like.
I did not hear that one.
I'm here to ensure that he is placed in solitary alongside you both.
Yes. That is where we are going.
You try to memorize several PC codes.
And that every single useless deck slick.
Oh, yeah.
I did
Sure,
try a
sure.
few times.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
Yeah. I know it can be a struggle sometimes.
That
In
every
fact, it's really
monster
good
on the
to have
field
someone who can, have someone for 500 of them.
Robot ass.
Watch your head.
When we are done.
So, which one am I putting him in? So, I put him in the one in the back, or
Last one.
Which would be best?
Last one.
Okay. Okay, just checking.
I don't know if all these other ones have been upgraded yet or not, but I know that last one is definitely the one that is fully sealed.
Alright, mind your head. Ooh, sorry, accident.
Steel. Okay. So... News, information, anything? I'm assuming you've
Apparently
figured
he
something
saw
out
something out there that
warn us.
has flipped a switch, as it were.
Flipped a switch.
Oh,
I thought he got
wonderful.
rid of the whole dragon form thing. Like, if I can do that no more.
Supposedly, yeah.
Oh,
What?
All of you in the vicinity will suddenly feel a slight tingle in the back of your head.
I accept your Skype call.
Yes. I accept your TeamSpeak, DM.
Another voice in his mind told of sights he's seen before. One of you. Not blue, but red. That sent his mind into disarray as he remembered Flying City, Burke, and everything that happened.
Oh, great.
Are you saying he's recovered his memories from before he died?
Oh, yeah.
Unsure.
Yeah, he did lose his memories
Possible.
after dying.
Well, shit.
This is concerning. Unit. Are you and yours contracted anywhere else?
I was reassigned from my other duties to ensure ship was moved here. I have not received any other orders as of yet.
You and yours
Believe-
have not been anywhere else but this city.
All the hunter units are only ever within the city walls. The only time they would be deployed outside is when there is a current threat. I am sure of that. We are in a city defense.
They went far west, from what I've understood. This one or its brethren could not have been there.
Very curious.
Well, they are from a third party.
Yes, but we are currently the only assigned and made units for this city. There are no duplicates. And the only other person with schematics for anything even remotely close to what I am, or the Minister's other form, is Dr. Power. Even she was on the mission, I doubt it was her.
How strange.
Nonetheless, it's concerning.
Well, they did
that
keep
someone
saying
has
it
made a
was.
mockery.
Well, from what I heard listening and when Sarah was talking to Ferris, there's a lot of alternate timeline. They kept saying.
Oh, great, we're in timeline shenanigans now.
So I kind of understand what that might mean. So.
There has been a
'Cause
unease in the air as of late.
there's apparently this city DC. She said there's this weird shimmer above it. I think she said she saw from her ship. And when they tried to go there in this most recent mission, they got swept up in this alternate time thing a lot sooner than they expected.
So we're
And
dealing
they
with a
saw
time
a lot of
anomaly.
weird things. So.
Interesting.
We may wish to inform the various corporations to speed up their work on reality anchors, if that's the case. We don't need it bleeding into the city any further.
Yeah, that would be bad for us.
Indeed.
Well,
It's
this has been
apparently
above my pay
affecting people
grade. Am
here,
I good to
too.
leave?
Yes.
Cool.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Apparently certain things from this alternate place are affecting people here because Gabumon came into the city earlier when he first came in, and then the moment he saw Ferris, he ran off, kind of screaming and scared that he's sorry, and when we talked to him, he said that he just had this feeling that Ferris wanted to kill him, but he couldn't explain why.
Reports also showed that Lord Bastic and Miss Kalula from the bar being affected as well. Similar reports of random bouts of personality change, memories.
Interesting.
So is this like an alternate timeline trying to take over ours? Is that even possible? I don't know what the possibilities are here.
Take over might be a strong word, but bleeding together would be a more accurate assessment.
Yeah. Wonderful.
We
This we
should
don't
take
have enough to deal with.
if there are any.
The best thing we'd
Well,
be able to do is to
Sarah
and set them around the city.
and Sarah said she was working on some anchor thing, which I guess that's what it is. So I don't know if that would do it.
Possibly.
Yeah,
We will have to
Could
message
integrate them
Sarah.
and integrate. Yes, I got it right at the end. Integrate them into the towers.
The only current issue with that would be if reality anchors are put in place. In the end, all technology or magic that inherently moves things over distances, portals, teleportation, anything, would completely cease to function.
I see that as a win. You know, people just have to use the train to get in.
For example, Red Diamond's members use portals for their weapons or magical abilities, which would entirely cut them off from it. Not to mention any guards
keep my-
which have the same.
I don't think any of the guards do that. They all, oh, I guess the irregulars, yeah.
Theoretically, things like bags of holding would also cease to work.
For now, I suggest we watch for anomalies.
Yeah. I mean,
That is all we
I
can
mean,
do
no
until
offense to
the
those
anchors are
that,
finished.
yeah, when the anchors are finished, I mean, no disrespect or anything towards anybody that uses magic or technology to bring their stuff to them. They'll just have to suffer for a while until we know that this destabilization or whatever goes away, and they'll just have to, you know,
That is a
suffer
fair
and be
point.
like me and carry their equipment with them.
Go to the shelf if you want a good book.
Yes, so I'd rather people have to, you know, go through the discomfort of having to carry their equipment with them, or have it in a armory somewhere that they can go get when a situation is occurring, instead of our city being devoured by some alternate realm or whatever.
I agree. City safety above luxury.
Yes, comforts.
Indeed.
Yes. And considering all the reports I've heard, I am not part of that time thing. I don't want to know what will happen if the city gets consumed and I'm here. So, I'm not counting everyone else that's not been seen so far.
Be careful, Marshal. Do not say that out loud. For all you know,
Oh,
you
wonderful.
might be affected and you don't even know.
Unfortunately,
Could
when it comes to a time
Wait,
like
I
this,
was...
anyone is at risk.
Is everybody that's been affected from this realm?
No.
No. Members of the Chasm family have also been affected. No, not from him.
People who have been in contact.
They've been in this realm for years, though, Hadlet.
Some. Others. Recently.
Okay. Just my current question is, maybe it's if somebody's been part of been part of this realm, or was initially at this other city, are the ones that are being affected, and individuals like myself, which came in later down the line. I've only been here a year. Might not, but I don't know how this time stuff works. I'm just kind of
We are in the same
throwing a
reality
dart in the wind.
as the Flying City. From reports, you came in as they were in the Flying City.
Oh.
Let's say, for example, in another reality, things go differently. The Flying City could potentially not even exist, therefore erasing you. At least from
Max.
that point of time. There are all kinds
That's a
of
wonderful thought.
possibilities.
Other units are being sent here to guard the cell. Shouldn't be.
Nav. So,
Let's go
well, I have
investigate.
the military guarding the anchor that we have out in the airport. So, once Palmer is better, we'll probably have to divert some supplies and manpower to that to try and get that as finished as soon as we can. Try and integrate them into the towers. been a while since I've been scared. Wonderful. Are you okay, Lupina?
Yes.
Okay.
This was not expecting that today.
Neither was I. I wasn't expecting to be leaving tonight with the existential dread of randomly vanishing. Not like we have enough to deal with. Worse knowledge even more. Wonderful. Wait. Isn't the Alliance coming from the Diamond City, DC, whatever?
I'm not sure. I've been told, but I don't remember.
I think that's where they originally were coming from, which if they're coming from there and then now there's this weird time thing happening, maybe they're coming from that instead and not actually from the one that is ours? If that's...
Possibly.
If I'm understanding things right?
It could be. That could be the radio broadcasts that have been picked up in the past, where the initial that was getting through first, and that's what we were hearing.
I don't think I received any of the reports from the initial scouting into the old city, so I don't know what they encountered. If my understanding is correct, I'm just gonna go with the assumption currently that that is most likely what's been happening. This weird alternate us to whatever the thing is, as they said, leaking through to our now. This hurts my brain. I'm just gonna refer to it as realms because I at least somewhat understand that whole mess. So their realm is starting to mix with our realm, and we were getting things or hearing things from that were leaking through from there. And at the moment, I'm just gonna make the assumption that the whole Alliance thing that suddenly cropped up might be them leaking through and thinking that that's still their realm. Since they were coming from that city. I believe. So, yeah, I'd have to say the best plan is, get those anchors finished, get them put into the towers or around the walls, and just so then we can keep the city from being swallowed up, and then go and try and set some up around the source of this all, which would be the old city. So then that can be sealed off. And then, I don't know, bombard it or something, so then it doesn't come back. I'm gonna return back to the streets. Hopefully there's somebody there I can get a calming hug from or something.
Fair enough.
But I'll just go to the church for a moment, who knows? If you need anything, let me know.
Likewise, I'll probably up here for a little while longer.
Yeah, take your time. We'll see you around.
Be safe.
Wow, that actually scares Elizabeth. Nothing has scared her, really, so far before. One could argue, oh, well, what about all those big things? Hasn't she been scared of those? Like, no, she's been cautious of, you know, big things that could squash her like a bug. She hasn't been scared of them, she's just been cautious. This time she is legitimately scared because this is something that she can't understand. And the only understanding that she's been able to pick up is there's a chance that she could just no longer exist. And she doesn't know. It's the obvious fear of she doesn't know how to deal with that, how to react to it. Because she's so used to being able to face things.
So you guys ought to go on a date.
No. That is bad.
Fine, I guess I'll return something that I
It's good that we're friends.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. They pulled out a card. Fine, it's fine.
She's always everything she's dealt with is always something she's been able to face and, you know, confront and physically have an effect on in some way. But this is the first time where, oh, you could just not exist tomorrow. Yeah. I'm assuming with that, there's somebody in there, so. Shucks. Still have an hour. Man, that's kind of what I expected.
It is a horny fucking dragon.
He probably has multiple partners. I can never take him seriously.
But he does wear his shirt similar than you do. Could you stop bumping my helmet for 5 seconds?
Best way we can deal with that is get rid of the person that is twisting our minds.
Well, we're gonna have to find out who that is and kill him. Speaking of working here, I think my fucked up early. I'm tired as fuck. I'm clocking out early, Marshall. I am dead tired. I'll see you later, okay?
Take care.
Every single all that's left is the escalator.
There would be just a crate, and in it would be like the escalator. Still running.
It looked like it had texture, unlike the Slugcat does.
Yeah, we have it's a new breed of slugcats that eats other slugcats.
Oh, so is it
So
welcome
kill
here,
it.
or
Yes,
no?
I'm just seeing it now. Yeah, I'm seeing if it. No, okay, it's. I was hoping it would just go back to the garden, but
Can I give it a go? I've not managed to give a swing at one of these things yet.
Oh, where did it go?
Did it jump?
It just stayed in the tower.
Did you somehow lose it?
It went up the elevator and now it's gone.
It's not like there's more elevator for it to go up. You can get up there. I've seen someone do it. While you were off in the tower, there's like, I think it was a child was climbing around. But...
Not again.
There it is.
Oh, it must have gone inside.
And now it's going down.
Can I go for it?
grabs ears. You knew you want it?
Can I baseball bat?
No. Preferably not.
Come on. I'll give it a good throw and I'll just like...
Do you... Here, take it out to the garden and do it.
Bet.
It'll fertilize the garden. Actually, we'll double check things, hopefully, before. Before you do it. Little thing. You understand? Nope. I
I've
don't
got a
think he
better idea.
understands. Okay.
Fastball it at me.
Why am I throwing it at you?
Get more of a good hit on it, you know?
To get a better hold of it.
Don't say.
It's just going to hit me, probably.
Just don't get bit by it.
Nah, I'm gonna get it that way.
Right.
Throw.
I mean, hey, if it lives, it lives. If it can go kill the slug cats in the tunnels. If it doesn't, then awesome.
I'd say that's a pretty good hit from pretty good
I
throw.
think the slug cats in the tunnels are smarter than it. I'm
Uh,
not sure.
I miss more of them, though, so. Eh.
Right. If it's lucky, it'll be able to integrate with them. It looks like
Now
one
they
of them.
eat
I
slug
want to hear
cats.
about slug cat on slug cat integration. Thank you.
See, there's a reason why even those slug cats, even though they hunt the normal slug cats, I do not want them because I do not want their population exploding by hunting the other slug cats. Plus, they seem smarter because they have
Also, if it
stone spears
survived that,
instead of
I'd be
wood
impressed.
sticks.
Cybernetic arms.
Eh. Eh.
Oh, well.
Well, it's not coming back, so.
So, assuming no one else is being set on fire.
It assumes
no
that
one
something else doesn't happen as soon as I walk back in the city.
Hello.
Hello.
Pardon? Apparently there's no server
Wait.
in there. So...
No. I'm just saying if people are
we go
there in
look around
general.
to see if
So.
there is anyone. Right. Well, no, it's just, oh, what's her face? Your white-haired friend from the guard and the
And
bunny
then
girl,
Lupina.
other bunny girl.
And
Yes,
yeah.
Lupina and the other one.
I don't know if she
Indeed.
necessarily counts as a
I don't
rabbit
think she's
kid.
a natural bunny girl. Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Cybernetic bunny.
Patty. Yeah, I'm just seeing where people are.
Fair.
Blood bag. Oh, hello. Care to join us for a drink?
Oh. I'm fine.
Puts down a glass of blood that's got an alcohol mixed into it.
And where did you get that?
I have a little pocket that connects to my pantry and medical room separately. Can choose which one, so blood bag or snacks, alcohol.
Okay.
So I got a cold blood bag. It's O negative if that helps. And it's got a fruity blend alcohol in it, so it might taste a bit nicer.
Well, thank you.
I, meanwhile, am sticking to my old favorite of just whiskey. To good company?
Fortunately, it looks like your little sluggy friend was playing chess.
Oh, it's back?
Seems so. White, small, sluggy dish.
Looks like a slug cat, but has fur.
it's not.
Deep at night, she was staring
What
at
are
the
you looking at?
street, hunting for the criminals.
Well, those two down
There's-
there, one ran down the elevator, the other chased them, so I wanted to make sure they weren't like in a fight or something.
Yeah, just making it up.
There's a guy in the white, I called him gay, and then he ran off, and the other one ran after him. It's actually how it happened.
Well,
But they are friends, if
Yeah.
that's your concern.
yeah, I didn't know if they were or not, so I just wanted to make sure they weren't gonna start throwing fists or something.
Well, I cannot tell about that,
there's this
but
look
they
at
don't
playing
seem to
chess.
be the type who do. Oh yeah, that thing definitely is not injured.
Yeah, I'm gonna go deal with it.
Yeah, I think it's dead. I hope so.
Is he?
I definitely did not shoot a
I
slug at.
Wait, you did
I
what?
mean, I guess that's fine, right? Did you eat the slug cat goop?
Goop.
Okay,
Oh, if
good.
it's
Then I
just a
don't have to
slug cat,
deal with
then
it.
yeah, fair enough.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
asked for permission. I
it's the
asked for
second
permission.
breed of slug cat.
Yeah, I asked for permission.
Where'd you get permission from?
Ask Bastic. Bastic.
Oh, Bastic? Okay, yeah. No, yeah. No worries then.
I asked if it is.
Yeah, there's
if
two
it's
breeds
a
of slug cat.
thing-
There's the normal kind, which we're used to, and then there's the one that's covered in fur that hunts the other ones, which are probably
Wait,
more
is there an
dangerous since they
ecosystem
seem to
about
use
these
stone
things?
spears. Apparently, I don't know.
I didn't notice. Those are issues for Diamond City.
They. I think the newer ones are more dangerous comparatively, because the old ones they just used sticks. So. Still
By the way,
dangerous,
Marshall,
but
I was thinking about at one point leading some hunt troops out. Perhaps you can also come along, or some of the guards, so we can kill threats which are close to the city.
I can look into it. Well, I haven't really taken into consideration much outside of the city currently due to the threat from the Alliance, so.
Yeah, that's the reason we can send smaller groups, so
suppose.
we still keep that pests in check, because bigger armies
Yeah.
are busy.
Yeah, I'll take that into consideration. I think we can definitely start doing
Okay.
that, yeah.
Very good, then we have at
Gonna be
least
the
some
worst
pest
idea.
control. Yeah, I mean, we need some pest control.
Yeah.
Every day we do not handle those, they grow numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping the Alliance would march through there and clear it out for us, but they've been lazy, so.
Yeah,
If the Alliance are
but
gonna
again,
attack us, I feel like they're gonna come from the air like they did when they attacked Diamond City originally.
I mean, yeah. I mean, air and...
And they've been doing recently. Normally it's like they bomb the city first and then they attack by getting dropped in.
I know what I hear
Yeah.
with those control
mean-
thingies. I don't believe they would have to. I mean, maybe it's good if you actually get rid of them so they cannot put those things on them.
Be unfortunate.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
I mean, I did press to keep the bubble out, but they said bring all the troops back in, so.
Okay. Yeah, but we can at least with a few people keep a bit this thing on check. Makes maybe life easier for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'll take it into consideration, see if we can't start organizing some stuff.
That sounds good.
There, there.
Yes.
Goop friend, okay?
What?
Me? Yeah, of course, I'm fine.
Alrighty. Well, to the bar, I guess, since it's kind of where everybody is. Which, there aren't very many people here now.
And we go to the bar, I guess.
Yeah, people heading out earlier. It's kind of normal these days.
Yeah.
Up to the bar.
No, it's getting late. People really need to go do other things, so.
We're having door issues.
Yeah. Everybody's in the war.
Vice give him after the red diamonds, and Bastic doesn't care what I do.
Since you're with the red diamond, that is understandable. Then you can run the bar.
Well, it's not like I'm not gonna take people's
I believe so. I think
money.
something's happened there.
I still have to pay for it.
Resetting my
the
side
marshal.
television, so to speak.
Would you like something?
There you go.
When?
You know what?
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Nice chair.
Hello.
Everything is fine, I think. I assume there's more people here, but not as many.
This is kind of all that there is at the moment, citywide.
But yes, at least it's peaceful for once.
You're lucky things have already
Now
happened.
you've done it.
Why, this is your fault, because you were going to say it, so everything happened.
I don't know if you're the first.
I can say it. Never. When I say something, never anything happens. That's the thing.
Not really. It doesn't really.
So now
point
something is
anyway,
going to happen.
But typically,
I
when
hope
you're
so.
on Long Island iced tea, I'm not going to force you to mix that up.
No thanks, I've had a long enough
Like
day.
I said, just yeah, Long Island iced tea. There's no actual tea. in it.
Already had the
So,
existential crisis of randomly vanishing in my bed, so...
I guess not.
Ah, you know. Average.
Mutants the size of a building, I can deal with those. I just stay away from them. Me vanishing because time decided I no longer existed, I don't know how to deal with that.
That's fair.
There you go.
So, have I made a good enough impression to ask for your number yet?
My number?
To see if the illustrious
Contact
marshal
information.
wants anything.
I'm not sure if I have a phone. Oh, I don't know.
Lovely. Of course, there you are.
Would any of you like a drink?
No, thank you.
I'm fine.
Yuki.
I guess. I don't know if you would need my number for anything.
Well, what if I wanted to meet you again? Is that good enough reason?
Just know it is not a get out of jail free card.
It's not what I planned on it for. I'm no good with play.
Oh, I have to say it because it happened to me last time I was doing it. Oh no, is that person dead over there?
No.
I just have to say it because it happened to me.
Who said that?
I don't remember who.
Yeah,
But
I
someone got
guess
concerned that
considering-
myself and immediate family were all dead.
I mean, technically, not wrong.
I was just surprised that you were behind the bar.
I mean, I guess from a perspective, if you were to fall asleep at a bar, there'd be no way of knowing unless you woke up, right?
Connections with the red diamonds, that made it understandable that you'd be able to be behind the bar. But
Literally bar sticks right 10 man if like literally
right.
I'm going out in the bathroom. Oh my god.
True.
I can't exactly.
She's disappointed in me.
To check.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know.
So aside
I
from
didn't
someone
know the
setting
reference.
themselves on fire and a slug can, what's been wrong with
No,
your days?
what would that constitute you doing that? I know of the story tale, I know of the book.
Hey, when them?
Oh boy, I'm heading out.
Checking you're okay.
Take care.
Waking you up.
Said that wouldn't. I'm just confused.
Maybe good. I don't know where they went. Oh dear. Yeah, go.
I think we're both equally confused. I don't know.
Are you alright? Reality's not kind sometimes.
He had a hard time going through the door.
Goop. Oh dear.
So do you feel like that's just an excuse for something, though?
Happy accident?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except for, like, existential dread, someone setting himself on fire, and actual vermin. Anything interesting happen for you today?
No. Well, that was just kind of my day.
Like every other day thing for
What are you shaking your head at me for?
I'm not shaking it at you.
Just unfortunate.
Yeah, okay.
What you have to deal with on a regular basis.
It's just.
Not just the day.
Some days.
Yeah, you're shaking your head at the day.
That's fair.
As I said, it's been a while since I've actually been scared, so that's an achievement.
Yeah. What had you frightened?
It makes me wonder what would happen to me as well.
Me vanishing randomly in my bed because time decided I no longer existed.
Oh dear.
I feel that I would cease to exist, or would I go back to being alive?
Nez. I don't know if I just randomly appear back home or if I just
Very good question.
I'm used to the person standing next to me randomly vanishing due to a cannonball, but not time.
I mean, either way, you know, deletion of one way, deletion of another. I mean,
Wiley, I mean, at least the cannon I can see coming.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I can deal with it.
One time just erases you. There's no noise, no mess, and the other's a red mist.
I very much prefer to at least be able to have a chance at facing what is making me go away. Time, I can't necessarily order a cavalry charge against him.
I mean, you can, but it doesn't work out very well. You'll be waiting a while. And at the same time, not at all. Time's frightening. That reminds me, I need to get a watch for my
Trees. Time waits for no
Anyway.
one.
Right.
You're doing the existential dread stare again. Might I suggest
Well, not much I can.
going home, etc.
Well, somebody has to be here. Well, at this point, I don't know if it's even worth need to bother.
You could just
There's kind of everybody in the
tell
city.
everyone to piss off. Right.
Yeah. I suppose. I'll go see if anybody's wandering outside, and then I'll make my decision on that.
I'm definitely tempted to go home.
What? After today, I think that's probably a good idea. I'm glad some people are picking up on it. It's like, I can tell Lupina's picking up on it, because she's seen Bun go through things. And it not affect her, but... then there's this. And... just the... I don't know how well she's picking up on it. If she actually picks up on... the fact that Bun is legitimately quite bothered by it. Because, yeah, she's seen Bun get beat into the ground, fucking tossed down a set of stairs, all sorts of shit, and does not really even faze her. But then there's this, and she's like traumatized. And there's only like 3 other people out in the city, so I'm gonna call it.
Understand. Hope I'm able to catch the Minister of, well, Mr. Ferris next time I'm here.
I don't even know if he's. Yeah. I was about to say I don't think he's even
Right,
here anymore, but
he's
yeah.
been busy and very, yeah. Considering everything that was going on today, I wasn't going to bother him with my idea. I have an idea for a thing to sell. So yeah.
Not again, not this again.
Right. Well, it's just some simple.
I don't want to hear it.
Some simple cleaning products.
Now it's cleaning products.
Yes, Amway.
Speak with me on Tuesday, because I still need to have a discussion with Bastic and Ferris in regards to how they handle merchant's license. Oh, that next time you're here.
So, you know.
I still need to
Friday or Saturday.
sort that issue out.
Fair. Oh dear. I would open the door for you, but unfortunately, the magics prevent me from such.
It's quite alright, thank you, though.
Mm.
friends are busy, so it's kind of quiet. And well, when things are quiet, you just quiet gets to you.
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, yeah.
Streets are closing.
Oh, right now? All right.
Yes.
Right,
We're
thank
closing
you
a bit
very
early
much.
because this is kind of everybody that's here today, so, or at the moment, so we're just closing a little early.
Alrighty. Thanks for letting us know.
No worries. Have a good evening.
You too.
Regardless, I am happy I have met you.
Well, it was nice meeting you as well.
something else you can check off your list? No.
That would be.
Now you've had someone properly flirt with you. Anyway, I'll catch you later. I'll go get my shit.
I am very confused.
I'm assuming they like you. Considering they were flirting with you.
What? Huh?
They probably want to take you on a date. That will probably be their next thing that they want to do. I take you someplace, spend time alone with you, get to know you better.
But why me?
Maybe they find you interesting. I know you're attractive, so I might be a part of it too.
What? I've only been cursed at because I'm undead before. I've never had that at all.
Alright.
What?
You guys all have a lovely rest of your night. See ya.
Had what specifically?
Someone finding interest in me being dead.
Oh. Well, I don't
Shut
know
up,
if
Cryptkeeper.
that specifically is it. I'm saying physically you're an attractive woman, so they are probably attracted to you in that way as well, but they also may just find your personality and you in general fascinating or interesting and want to get to know you better.
Are you going or staying? Which is it?
Technically, I'm going.
You're in and out. You're like a dog. In or out, in or out, in or out. Which is it? In or out? I am very confused. Usually people look at me and they say, oh, drow or something. Okay. And then they find out I'm undead and it's no.
Some people don't care.
I don't. I'm going to.
If you want,
think.
next time you're out and about, we can sit down and you can ask me about it and we can talk about it if you want. I can try and explain it in more detail.
I don't know if I have the mental capacity to talk about things now. Or, I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been a long day. That's why I said it might be best we just talk about it next time, because that way we aren't dealing with the residual of the day, as it's relationship things, and relationships are confusing and complicated, and emotions, and all that sort of stuff, which I don't mean. I want to ask you a question. I don't want to. Hopefully, this doesn't seem. Hopefully, this isn't offensive or anything in that way. What emotions do you feel? Do you feel like some emotions, or
know.
a little bit dull? Okay.
I don't know. This is why I'm so if it's why you.
Yeah. Because I know you can get annoyed and angry at least, but I've seen you laugh and smile, so.
I guess I have. I believe we have full range of emotion. I just don't know anything much because I.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you
Still
haven't
learning about myself, I guess.
felt and gone through. Yeah, you haven't felt and gone through the full range of emotions, most likely. So sometimes you might not know what you're feeling and, that sort of thing. So if you ever feel something that isn't familiar or you are confused by it or whatever, you can always come to me and I can try and figure it out if you want.
I will consider it.
But yeah, of course. Like I said, I just, I want to help if I can. And if you want to talk about what that was all about next time, if you're still curious, by all means, we can sit down and chat.
I will let you know.
Because you've helped me a lot with dealing with things here when I've been alone. So I want to try and help pay you back
Seems to
in
be
some
the
way as
frequent,
well.
unfortunately.
Yes, the one with no magic or no funny fancy armor tends to deal with the serious things more than anything, for some reason.
Tell me about it. You forget.
Learning.
I too do not deal in magics.
True. But you are, aren't you a bit stronger than what a normal,
Yes.
What did you say?
I have no idea what I've said, but
what
I'm
race you said.
definitely... I don't know what I was.
Drow, I think you.
The pointed
drow.
ears make me think elf.
Well, you said drow,
I'm not a
I
drow.
believe.
I know that much because my skin...
Yeah.
My
No?
skin complexion was lighter, I believe, beforehand.
Okay. I'm not really sure what a drow is either. But yeah, so I don't know if you're I'm assuming you're
Underground
probably a
elves.
bit stronger than what Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, I'm assuming you're
Literally,
probably
that's all
stronger
they are.
than what a normal individual of whatever race you are is. So you do have that going for you.
Fair enough.
I'm sure you could probably just break me in half. So
Marshall, you shouldn't say such things.
and now I am half your size. I don't know. Glad.
Believe me, I want to do a joke, but I'm not going to.
Not
Out of respect.
Yeah. They fit. Thank you. I'm sure it was something small related. I don't know. I'm gonna go.
May or may not
to
have been
a-
a detriment to
into
my life, but me
a-
being stronger, I feel quite safe with doing it. It would have been picking you up.
I don't know how I would react. I'm not sure how I would feel.
If Rin and this guy just hook up, Bastards gonna be like, hey, you two hooked up?
Oh.
He will notice when because
my hair
to be a thing, then
Actually,
he will actually start taking his helmet off.
How long is Chip confined for?
Until he stops being a problem.
You can all just do around Rin and that's it.
Because at the moment, he has woken up.
Basically,
Vader got his phone and is messaging the person that he asked him for. But Chip wants to get out.
What code do you follow for the Mandalorians? Are you like part of the Mandalorians? Like,
Uh,
mind taking the hell?
I will say on Bun's side, she will have Chip basically have a mandatory bracelet whenever he's in the city. Until things are sorted out or figured out.
Okay.
Question: Is he
So-
locked in there for a day from now, or is he?
family. Very close to best.
Hound has him in there
Is
until
Hound-
she knows he's not a danger and has talked with people about getting him out. He's in solitary.
But especially if that happens with Rin, then
Well,
he would be so protective
but
of
is
Rin
it?
if someone was to
That's
do
the
this
thing.
when
It's
Rin
like,
would
is
do
it actually like, am I locked till Tuesday for it in order to actually happen?
I feel like someone tried to protect him from Rin.
yeah, he does have things that he does do outside. So I don't want to. Like, at least on my side, Bun would say he, like, once he's calmed down, because she agrees with putting him in the cell for the time being, but once he's shown that he's calmed enough to be, you know, reasonable and, you know, talking conscious of his decisions, she would go, he needs to have a
So long as
mandatory
he's
bracelet
cleared
if he
both
were to be in the city.
medically and like in terms of security, she's like, cool, get out, never do this again.
People
Yeah.
are trying to defend each other, but they both know that they can probably defend themselves.
That makes a lot of sense to it. It's just like I say, yeah. He wants to get the fuck out of the city. He wanted to get out of the city prior before, and he was about to walk into the danger zone, and then he was like, that way, other way, this way's better.
That's funny, technically speaking, this guy actually needs Beskar, and does have Beskar.
But yeah.
He doesn't use it because he sees it as like a Mandalorian only thing, so he's like,
He can-
he says, if he's ever gonna use Beskar, he's
So,
gonna use
what?
the
How long would you
to
say then?
place either one of the Mandalorians has.
What, for him to be in there? Probably a day at most, just to get him through the night, just because. That would be Bun. That was what Bun would say is tomorrow, release him, in the morning or whatever. Check, make sure that he's, calmed down, he's mentally stable, he, understands that, if he were to if he comes into the city again, he needs to have a bracelet on. So I'm assuming there'd probably be a few guards that would be in the train station here, so when he arrives he'd get a bracelet and then go in, just so then that doesn't repeat, because Bun at all does not want a repeat of previously. So she's going to make sure that until it's dealt with and sorted again, or there's an understanding of what's going on, he's going to be having a bracelet, so then he doesn't have that sort of reaction again, like back in the past.
What initially was that they did treat in terms of his injuries. He was mana depleted.
Yeah.
And he was having a panic attack.
Fair enough.
And the panic attack was reacting with his with the form itself. He didn't tell anyone about it because he didn't want anyone really to worry about it, really. Which, kind of a bit of a selfish moment, but because of that, he reacted and he wanted to try and keep people away from him. He was trying his best. He just wanted to just rest. Where he was happy to rest.
Yeah.
But then people kept on trying to move him around and he was just aching in pain and it was pissing him off really much, but he didn't want to.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Bun, it's like, yeah, it was like she kind of understood where it's like, if preferably it'd be, leave him where he'd be, but since he's in the middle of the path, right outside the gate, it's like there wasn't really much of a choice in her mind. It's like, well, we need to at least get him to the clinic. It's right there. It's peaceful.
They're indebted to you now. Yeah, he was originally on a bench, and then after being taken over to the clinic, yeah, he just zonked out. He was okay by it. He woke up while you guys having a conversation inside the cells after he was put into the thing itself, which it wasn't very audible. He was just like, oh.
Yeah, it was just kind of echoes, kind of muffled sounds in a way, basically.
He did check his phone from the last thing that was said, because Chip told Cicada to send a message to Sire, saying, "Find me when you can. Thank you for everything." And then Chip saw the message while he's in the cell. He saw the last message that Sire sent saying, "Wait, Chip, what do you mean?" And then it was cut off. Because she was like, at that moment, she went to have a look for his last location. The last location that was seen at Redstone City, now moving. And then she was like, she sent me a message in brackets like saying, so she would want to try and send help. And I said, location fizzles out, lost.
Yeah.
And
then Sire's really wanting to go find, and then she said that she might go and try and find out if anything like where he last was, and I said nothing as of yet. Seemingly his phone has lost connection, and if magically attempting to locate, there is nothing, like something keeps disconnecting you.
Well, after work.
Yeah.
Essentially, he's been put in the cells.
Yeah, it's the cell, yeah. I mean, that would be fun. That would be interesting if Saya comes to Redstone.
Cicada is
I guess he's
sending
being
messages
released.
via through his phone now. Yeah.
It's not.
But I'm taking.
Sai has now sent a message saying, "Is Chip okay?" He said, "Thank you for everything." So now I need to go over there and
I'm taking Thursday.
sort out it.
Fuck it.
Okay, I just met this one.
Also,
That's normal.
what do you think of the textures, by the way?
Give yourself a nice 5-day weekend.
Very
My
nice.
fucking foot.
Yeah, I need to do a decal. I need a bloody decal for
I
Bun.
didn't do it.
And
Sakura actually did all these textures in Substance Painter.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
need to
Yeah.
get Substance Painter.
She's really good at model work.
Especially
texture.
It is that poor bean.
Yeah, she did really fucking well. I need to quickly do some fucking.
Bun's just like,
Why
oh,
her? She's like so like she's just discovering what she is and like what emotions she has. Like and you don't teasing her like, huh?
Of course.
Yeah. Bun
If remembering
figured
correctly,
figured as much.
Is in 2 days? Well, no, 3 days from
What's in
your
2 days?
perspective.
What?
Or am I wrong? I'm not good with
Happy
numbers.
birthday.
This is fun.
Fuck you. I can look it up.
Your birth? Yes.
Happy early
you're a
birthday,
genie
since I
also?
don't know when it'll be, so.
Oh, thank you.
I want to see if
Wait
my
to see this
memory
one
was
figure out.
correct without having to check. I didn't want to have to check. We just asked if I'd got it right or not.
I
Too
know,
bad.
and this is fun for me now because you're teasing me earlier.
I mean, the frightening thing is,
In
technically,
character.
today's
I
my
know.
brother's birthday.
This is reverse character lead.
She's getting her revenge.
Yesterday was my birthday.
the fuck?
Today's my brother's
What the fuck?
birthday.
What the fuck? What? No, no.
Hey,
What the
there's
fuck?
no rules against reverse character blade.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
But yes.
Didn't want to have to do that.
Bun we'll talk to them
Just
next
look
time
back
if she wants to.
Do a sad for when you said happy birthday
Shut
last
up.
time.
That would be.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
No, there's a quicker one. There's a quicker one.
Yeah,
It's in
he
fucking
has it
BT
written down.
announcements.
Oh, she wanted. Yeah, you did the same thing he said to do, basically. Yeah. Cheater.
Right.
I
Actually, they
asked
got it
you,
wrong,
I
DT,
didn't
they were a day
want
late.
to ask you. You
Yeah.
denied it. Fucking with me. Don't do this.
Ouch.
Little old me. Messing with you. Oh. Couldn't be. God, I had to sit down almost getting into the RP today just because like it was warm a little bit in here. And the face mask is getting warm, so I was like, it wasn't because I was exhausted. I needed to sit down. I was like, I needed to face this thing for like 2 minutes just to cool down.
Yeah. I never have any heating issues, or at least getting hot unless I'm in combat. That's really the only time that I get overheated.
Oh, fuck yeah. Whatchamacallit? Wednesday was a big combat RP for me. And it was...
Everyone keeps saying, oh... It's like, oh, the headset's heavy, I'll get that hot brick off your face, and I'm just like, I hardly know it's there, but maybe I'm just used to having, like, a helmet with nods on or something, I don't know.
Oh. It's like, yeah, that's what's funny. People always ask, like, why has the headset body? It's like, I'm used to wearing, like, a 9-pound helmet.
Yeah.
This is not fun. It's a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, the index is pretty light. So.
It's not too bad. Except for
It's like
where the
it's
top
light,
strap
and
comes down, that little thing with the top strap connects to the headset, that broke for me.
Yeah. So you don't have a strap that goes across
Mine's
the top of the head?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
As I sent
'Cause I
to
don't.
Mars.
Because mine...
I can't think of
Because
what
on
it's
the
called.
reverb, it does the same thing where it has the strap that goes over the top of the head. And
It's
my
the-
holder broke on the front because it was plastic.
God, what is it called? I hate that I'm blanking on it. The Japanese rope tying thing that's, kinky.
Shibari.
That. Shibari, thank you. That's what my headset looks like currently.
Lovely.
I've got paracord wrapped
I mean,
around it
hey,
in 2 different ways to keep
Nice.
the
Good
cord is
choice.
forward and pulled back,
As,
so
lo- hey, as long as it works, Even if it looks like Shimmer,
It's served me well for years.
Yes.
I have a bundle of paracord just in a coat. Just because I kept needing it for when I did security. I don't remember
Go to
what
your
it was
DM.
like.
You'll find it right
There's some-
immediately.
It was because there were some doors that were issues, and I needed to use the cord to like close it in some way.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. It was the outside handle would be locked, and I couldn't close the door because the pin was out and it wouldn't move because it's locked.
Ah.
The only way I could do it was the inside of the handle. I turned that and it would pull that in, so I'd have to put paracord around it, close it, and then pull the cord out.
Right. Close it and then pull the cord. Right.
I got pretty good
I
at
think
it.
it's like the adverse with our one of our bathrooms at work. You can slightly jiggle the handle on the inside and open it, but the lock will still be engaged. So
Yeah.
sometimes people have opened the door and not realized it's still locked and closed it. So I've had to basically just the old card trick around getting around the backside of it and popping the lock.
Yeah.
I've gotten damn good at picking that lock as
Oh,
a
wait.
result because people keep doing it by accident.
No, I think it was a mix of the handle, but it was mostly I needed to put the deadbolt on, and I didn't have the key for that door. So I'd wrap it around, and I'd pull it down and put the deadbolt on from
It just
inside.
basically you set. Yeah. You just pull the
Yeah.
cord, then turn the bolt essentially.
Yeah, I got pretty good at it. So.
Mm.
And plus, paracord is just good to have.
It was my initial track strap holders until my track straps got in. And that was a terrible idea. Because after, I don't know how many hours in VR, oh, my feet were nasty. They were lined, this deep red lines. 'cause of
Paracord is
paracord.
nice.
Jeez.
Paracord's nice. Can't really use that one.
It's like I have.
Wait,
Well,
that's what it was. That's
I have
nylon
track
stuff.
strap pluses
It's
too.
550 cord.
No, I meant
550.
That's okay. Not the plastic nylon, like the yellow rope crap that you get from like Home Depot. That's what I'm talking about. That really coarse, horrible stuff.
Yeah, no.
That stuff's horrible.
Paracord
But
is
it's
nice.
plastic
and smooth.
rope. It's the crap that you like light on, like the end on fire so it stays together and doesn't fray apart.
Yeah, you can do that with 558 too. It's a synthetic.
Yeah,
so.
you can, but yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
have
just it
track strap
processes
pluses
differently
too.
and it's a lot better.
And I need to have them on slippers on my feet, otherwise they hurt the center of my foot.
Oh, fair. Yeah, I do not have
Like
that.
actual,
They're just around my foot.
Plus,
like actual silk rope is really
I mean,
expensive.
Hemp rope is the best
do you
for if you're trying to
undo
tie
the
something to.
Velcro every time you take it off?
Right.
If you think about it for a little bit, it's a little gross, but also it's
Hmm.
fine.
Because a lot of people seem to do that, or when they put it on their ankles, they have to do that. Well, for me, I just fold my slipper, put it through the loop, and then put my foot in it. I never have to undo my Velcro, so Velcro doesn't go bad.
Yep, neither do I.
There you go.
Slips on. Oh, there's the dead.
Oh, they died.
They died. Yep.
This is making me hungry as well.
You sent them your birthday. They
Alrighty.
died of
I killed them.
embarrassment.
Oh, B-sod, blue screen.
Oh crap.
Ow, fun.
That's one.
And I'm glad I resolved my gray screening issue.
Well, he better. He just sent me on Discord.
Mm,
He just sent me a message on Discord, so he had to have seen it because I sent it just before.
fair enough. Unless it didn't go through because of some reason, or because of the blue screen. That would be funny.
Yeah, I discovered that it wasn't the cord that was causing my gray screening and my VRC to be crashing.
Mm-hmm.
I needed a new cord anyways because it was sparkling pretty bad. but I had updated my driver like a week or two ago. And I had to do a second attempt on it because there was an error the first time. And it was a fairly large update. So, and now normally after a driver update, I don't really bother restarting my computer because I've never had issues with not doing so. And so I didn't, but I don't think it would have helped anyways, because I'm pretty sure that there was something wrong with that install that was fucking shit up. And then there was an update put out like 2-3 days ago for drivers, and I did that, I restarted, and now everything's fine, so I don't need a new headset.
There you go. Lovely. Good. Because I've had issues with drivers in the past, so I just constantly just assume that I'm going to do a reset just to make sure that everything's working right. Otherwise, I'll have to square one the damn thing again.
Yeah, so I've been noticing when I've been doing driver updates recently, especially for like graphic stuff, it and whatever program is running, it just will hate, like especially Discord, for example. They will kill each other for some weird reason, or they'll fight and one of them will win. And it's just, I never used to have to do that. I could be in like a Discord call, like, hey, I want to update my driver, so I might lose audio for a second, which is fine. And then all of a sudden, just Discord would just.
Yeah.
And the update would be like, it was updated, and then I go check it again, and it's like, you have a new driver to install. I'm like, I just did. You just did it, but you killed my Discord to do it. And it's like, no, install it. It's like, so I had to do it twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that with the most recent one that I did. I did the install, and it said, hey, there's a new install. I'm like, well, I just did it, so I'm just going to go restart my computer quick. And I did, and then it was fine. I was like, okay, cool, back into VR. Get back into the RP, because I was in the middle of an RP. And it's like, I crashed twice, and I'm like, okay, that's fucking it. Updating the driver since there's an update. Restart the computer. Okay, it's running smoothly now.
Yup.
I wish... Luckily, I didn't have issues during Rosewood, because Rosewood is like a almost 5 hour long RP, and I only crashed once during it, so...
That's how I felt about the oh my god, the Wednesday repeat before we got in to get ass kicked
I almost said
in
one of my
combat
usual
session.
bad, horrible things earlier in the bar. But when you were asking, when drinks were being asked about, I almost said, well, I'm sure they already have enough juices going over there.
You're saying that to the confused fucking undead girl that doesn't know what the fuck's happening.
And that's why I didn't say it. I was like, I'm just gonna leave this one be.
What do you mean? What are you talking about sitting on my lap for? I don't understand. Why do you want to sit on me? I don't get it.
Oh my god, can I sit on your lap, please? Oh my god.
Is that what they said when Bun left?
That was a
Or when
frame
Bun
lag.
wasn't
Holy
there?
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, what are you trying to do, huh?
that's
You
a little bit
gonna
of a
lag
lag.
out, huh? You gonna
Here,
lag
I
out,
got it.
huh?
I got it.
I don't know where that came from. It was like, whoa, man, at least, damn. Let me put some protection on it for next time, damn.
Can I come over here?
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah, so money.
And that's per person, by the way.
Fucking door cover. What the hell?
Whoa. I do that all the time at work because I'm at the front desk and some people come in and they don't have badge access to the building.
Yeah.
And I'm like, can you buzz me in? I'm like, $50. What, $50? One of them said, I was like, $50? Really? I'm like, oh, not enough? 75. It's the guy, how about the 50? I was like, 100? 100? He's like, wait. No, I was like, I can't. He's like, I said I'm not going to work today. I was like, damn, you have to go work from home today. He's like,
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up? How's things going?
It's
Yes.
going.
Bun will try and help and explain.
Fair enough. Well, I do hope you three have a wonderful day. I am going to do the most important thing I can this time. Take a nap.
Good choice.
There.
It is very important.
Have a good
Naps are dangerous.
Oh, dear.
Have a good one.
We.
Mm.
But I also
Oh yeah.
gotta head
By
out
the way,
for now. So I will
for
see
you.
you.
I have a special message for you.
Mm.
Yep.
You're very head-patable.
Adorable.
Yeah, most people.
Ah, yes.
Have a good night.
The last thing someone says to the marshal.
Before death.
Yeah. God forbid somebody.
You were very
randomly-
head-patable. Where'd that person go? They've been gone. We noticed they were here 2 days ago, but we haven't seen them since.
Don't worry
I
about
have no idea.
Don't worry about it. The
Oh, no, they
compost
were
pile
arrested.
isn't larger.
Or what? No, like it's. Oh, they were arrested for what? Drug abuse.
Crimes
they
against
were clean
humanity.
for 2 years. Well, if they said I'm head-patable, they're clearly on something.
They were arrested for terroristic threats against the city.
And no one's gonna question it. Good choice.
Well, it's like.
Anyway, so bye-bye.
Why? It's like there's very
I'm
few
gonna
people.
be honest. I want to do something with this one.
There's very few people where
Not to
they
cause
can touch her
problems.
ears and get away with it, and luckily Mary is one of them. Because the other day when it was Friday, yeah, yesterday when Soda was here, she had her. I don't know what it was. I don't remember what had caused it, but her ears were like this, and she came over and was like, "Where are your ears down? Where are your ears down?" She said, "Yes, that. They're sensitive. Don't touch those." It was only today where I had to come back out. How about I go touch your tail because it's crooked? That's like most people, if they touch her ears, she's probably gonna fucking stab them. So.
I don't know what it is that people's like incessant need. Somebody with like animal ears don't try to pet them. It's like I don't get it. It's like ask first at least.
Yeah.
Gosh darn.
Well, it's like Doggo was my other character. Doggo. She was talking with somebody, and she likes to whenever there's somebody that previously didn't have like ears and a tail, she would go up to him and go, "So what's it like having a tail?" Because she's always curious what people's thoughts are on suddenly having a tail. And she's like, "You have any problems with anybody coming and touching it or anything?" No. It's like, "Oh, that's good. That used to be a bit of a problem back in the day where people would just come up and kind of smack a tail, but everybody's learned." It's like the last person that touched her
being a
tail
bunny.
almost got their eyes clawed out. So.
Nice. That's fun about being a bunny because your tail is always so small, and people do try to go for it. There's a very high chance they'll miss, and they'll hit something else, and then
Yeah.
you get free reign to just retaliate in whatever manner you need to.
Yeah.
It's like, this creep just tried to touch me. That's inappropriately, and they're
Well, it's like I think.
I was just only trying to get tails. Like,
Okay, well, that's my ass. Why are you trying to touch my ass?
see, that's right above there, yeah.
It's like one saw Valentine's tail, and she's like, "Oh, tails. I don't have one of those."
I remember that.
As she says, she's.
Two of my bunny models have tails.
Yeah, I think this has the bones for a tail, but it just doesn't have the tail. So, which, per the thing she always says, I'm half rabbitkin. Because her father is a human, her mother was a rabbitkin.
Could also go with a it was like a selective breeding type thing. Some people in the rabbit kinfolk saw tails as being a detriment, so they would avoid that kind of thing. If like a kid had a tail, it was less desirable than one that didn't, and it could have just been a selective breeding process where those without the tail were favored highly over, and it's just going to develop to the species not having a tail. God damn English.
I mean,
not having a tail anymore.
If it gets to that level, I'm sure that would probably make Elizabeth think of like in history, because it's like there's the dragonkin, as she said, they're covered in scales and whatnot. Like there
I
are,
have to use an example.
yeah, they're covered in scales, but the rabbitkin aren't. There's some feline catkin that are covered in fur, but many aren't. So, and they have, been dealing with slavery. The pro-human kingdoms and whatnot. That's where her empire came from. It's an empire built for and to protect, the kin. So it very much could be the reason why full rabbitkin is just has the ears and tails, and they don't have fur, unlike back in the day.
Okay. He's staying there for pretty. What the fuck? He's staying there pretty much for the fucking the night, or come out fucking later on Sunday or some shit.
Yeah, check with Mars for sure, but Bun would very much push for hey, once he's mentally stabilized, just release him, let him leave the city. But every time he comes into the city, I'll have the guards put a bracelet on him, so then it's mandatory for him.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good.
Because, as I said, Bun's sick and tired of having to re-deal with shit, and she's not going to deal with the fucking dragon again. So
he was very lenient. He was very good. Okay.
Yeah.
It was just a mental thing. That's the only.
Yeah,
problem.
that's kind of what she figured.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, she figured as much, that it was more of just a mental thing, but at the same time, he has the dragon.
You don't know. You don't know at the moment what's going on for it. So that's roleplay, okay? So we'll find out after the break. Thank you. I gotta go now.
Okay.
Bye. I'm also leaving. Bye, Nikki.
Goodbye.
Person.
Bye.
I don't know. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This weird stranger over here.
High five. Hell yeah. Okay. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna say with like
Oh, wait, actually,
exactly.
before I go, is this why are you going like this?
Because you're
is this
moving all over the place.
ADHD. Do you just use this, the base model? Like, it's not edited, like the colors aren't retextured or anything. It's just the base model.
Yeah. Because I can't do that stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you saw it, then yeah, this is the normal outfit and everything. The only things that I've added is I've changed the rifle, because obviously I used to use the musket, and I've added the dagger, and her equipment I've basically worked on.
Okay.
I do have other outfits for her, but obviously those have been somebody else putting those on.
Right. Okay. Well, just good to know. I was just curious. Okay. Bye bye. Bye bye. You two have fun discussing whatever you were discussing. I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation. Bye.
You are more than fine. But yeah, for the dragonkin stuff, like that's what I did with her. Is I made her. She's dragonkin, but she's still tough scale skin. It's fairer, so it's harder to see.
Yeah.
But if you get up close, you can still see like the scales and stuff. But it was the desired traits kind of dulled down. The wings are being kind of seen as a nuisance, getting in and out of buildings. The tails were just a nuisance too for carrying on. So those that were born with like shorter tails were more desirable until the point where evolution just kicked in and the tails are just gone.
Yeah.
So she lacks a tail. She doesn't have wings.
Looks like
the horns were always there.
Yeah, Bun's side of things, it wouldn't have been like a by choice thing, considering where she's from was racked with, pro-human slavery. So they would probably, for reasons for the rabbitkin, certain direction with things until for a while. And then the dragonkin were generally left alone because they would probably be used more for combat, so their wings, tails, and scales would stay.
I like the backstory for this one was there was a huge divide originally between magic users and non-magic users, where the magic users were viewed as upper, higher classmen, whereas those that didn't were typically lower and they were treated as fairly and had the same rights as those that had magic. And then big war ensued of some that were magic users that said, hey, this isn't right. There's basically like a caste system, if you are familiar with it. They didn't like that. A lot of people just didn't like that. There were quite a few magic users that also viewed that, like, they're just as capable as us in fighting. Just because they don't have magic doesn't mean, they're any lesser of a human being and all that stuff. So she comes from one of the magic families that said, no, this caste system is stupid. Everybody's equal. It doesn't matter. Even though she's from one of the higher houses, she lived a pretty normal life.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has like their depresso espresso stories. Hers was just normal. She only got depressed because of people she knows. And then accidentally killing her best friend.
No, small thing there.
Yeah, super fucked up. Had one shot left. Was down on the ground. Took aim, fired, missed her mark, and ended up striking center mass.
Fun.
Killing her. Yeah.
It's like Bun doesn't have a sad story per se. It's a very normal sad story. Like her mother died giving birth. Just
sad story.
Yeah. So she didn't really know her mother as, I don't know if you've ever caught it or if you've ever been around when she's mentioned it in regards to her hairstyle, but she said that this is the hairstyle she's always seen her mother have in the paintings, so that's why she has it.
No. I might have heard that. I don't recall.
Yeah. So that's just kind of her way of remembering her mother, even though she's never met her. Is she always thought her mother was a very beautiful woman, and so she's like, my mother's very pretty, and I didn't know her, so I want to try and remember her. So she's kind of taken on the hairstyle that she always used. But as like, other than that, and her taking part in wars when she was old enough to take part in and assist her father with the wars against the bordering kingdoms that keep trying to take slaves from the empire and invade. So that's kind of it. I mean, she doesn't. From the age she comes from, she doesn't really have any trauma or anything, kind of like she mentioned in the bar, where it's like, I'm used to my friend vanishing next to me because they got hit by a cannonball, and I didn't really faze her, so I kept seeing Lupina watch her and tilt her head, so I don't know if Lupina actually picked up on that fact of her just randomly vanishing was, like, actually affecting her. And was actually a bit traumatizing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I don't know what your thought process as Lupina was through all that. Like if you're remembering all the times where you've seen Bun fight and you've seen her get hurt and you've seen her go through all this stuff and she just kind of gets up and isn't really mentally affected or emotionally affected by it. But then there's this one time today where she's just kind of distant. So actually,
going through my old repertoire.
It's like after I left.
This is how I started out. Funny enough.
Does the scope work?
I wish.
Yeah.
No. Basically, I had her starting out with a smaller rifle with a smaller bayonet, and I went, she's getting a lot of physical combat. So she's gonna be stabbing and just bam. The old days. Man, I miss it. Wait, there's two ways to hold this. There's that way. Where's the second one? How old it is? It's all gesture driven.
Oh jeez, way back then.
Yup. And that's why she also looked too young at a point. I decided to I needed to find a different base model because she looks too young now.
Yeah.
She looks like a teenager. I needed an adult. Is the axe one? Where's the one that's got the glaive?
I had to do I did a roll after I walked out of the bar. After I came in, I was like, I'm gonna close the streets. I did a roll to see if she just, because I was looking at the escalator. the bottom of the escalator. So you can probably imagine how that might cause a bit of a trigger due to the current existential crisis she's going through. So I did a roll, and she got an 11, so she didn't just kind of get trapped in the staring at that thing.
There it is.
Ooh. Interesting.
This was her earliest iteration.
Very nice.
And then I think there's another, supposed to be... There it is. Oh god, I lost it. There it is.
I've
Good old
RP character-wise, Doggo is my oldest, and that was when the quick action menu was around, so...
I've been around for a while, and this is... It was all gesture-based, and we didn't have a way to lock it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Actually, this was her first iteration.
Interesting. Hatsume Miku style.
Ooh, that does not show up in the mirror too good. That's funny. The shaders are not happy.
Old Wyoming, maybe. Alrighty, folks. So.
I keep forgetting to have my phone turned on for the weekend. I keep hearing it go off, and I'm like, what? It's like, oh fuck, that's right, my phone's on. Yeah, this one's still using dynamic bones too.
Yeah, it should automatically change over to size.
This is so funny how old some of my RP models are, how long I've been doing it for. It's just... She was Mark 1, and she became Dragonkin and had horns.
Now, I want to make a dragon character. I have a fun idea for mine where...
It's kind of fun.
They used to be a knight. They, went to hunt down the dragon and get the dragon's, treasure, and they killed the dragon. And then the moment they took something from the treasure pile is actually cursed, and now they're cursed to protect the treasure pile. And it turned into a dragon.
That's always something I find. It's always something I find funny. People always keep coming with my dragon character and like, so what's your horde? I'm like, I don't have one. I do not have one. I guess maybe weapons, because my family was one of the major war families, and I do enjoy like seeing those and working on them, stuff like that. Maybe that's it. But I was like, I really don't have one. Everyone's always disappointed in that answer.
Yeah.
Oh no, my phone's ringing. Why is my phone ringing?
Alright, folks. So, I think I'm going to send you off to Tot. I don't know what she's doing. Normally she's doing DMCA, but she's not doing that right now. So I'm assuming she's going through, like, an avatar world or something. So... Flint, good one. Great, Flint. Oh yeah, I'll send you all off to Flintlock, since they're doing some RP. So, go give her a big hello. She's raided me several times in the past, so I wanna return the kindness. I haven't seen her in RP in a while. I think she's been taking a break. Or just has moved away from metaverse stuff. But you all have an amazing time. You all have an amazing night. I will see you all tomorrow for Meat Rack. We got Meat Rack tomorrow. So that's probably going to be a bit interesting, because Doggo's going to be checking up on some stuff. And then we also have Vocarium. So yes, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys had fun. I'm going to push the raid through. Well, yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow.
I have a phone call. I don't know what the heck we're talking about. We're talking about horns. Oh, horde. God. Okay. Yeah. Right. She always find that very insulting. Anytime someone asks, it's like it's not. Not every